Fellow gardeners, let me tell you something that might surprise you. July isn't just about harvesting those early summer crops and lounging in the shade with a cold drink. While everyone else is admiring their tomatoes and basking in the glory of their spring plantings, I'm out there with my seed packets planning the next phase of my garden's evolution. You see, July planting is one of gardening's best-kept secrets, and today I'm sharing the 5 seeds that have become my non-negotiable July plantings here at Soilsage Chronicles. After years of experimenting and learning from both spectacular successes and humbling failures, I've discovered that July offers a unique sweet spot in the growing calendar. The soil is warm, established plants are providing some natural shade and windbreak, and you're setting yourself up for incredible fall harvests when most gardens are winding down. These 5 seeds have proven themselves time and again, turning my late summer and autumn garden into a productive powerhouse that keeps giving long after the neighbors' gardens have called it quits. Let me start with what I consider the gateway drug to July planting radishes. If you've never experienced the crisp, peppery bite of a fall-grown radish, you're missing out on one of gardening's simple pleasures. While spring radishes can sometimes bolt or turn woody in the heat, July-planted radishes develop in the perfect conditions of late summer and early fall. I plant radishes every 2 weeks from July through early September, creating a continuous harvest that extends well into October. The key is choosing the right varieties for your climate. In my garden, I swear by Cherry Bell for quick gratification and watermelon radishes for those show-stopping pink centers that make every salad Instagram-worthy. The beauty of radishes lies in their simplicity. Direct sow them about ½ inch deep, keep the soil consistently moist during germination, and thin them to about 1 inch apart once they're established. What I love most about July radish planting is how they serve as a living mulch between my larger plants, suppressing weeds while providing quick harvests. Plus, if you let a few go to seed, the seed pods are surprisingly delicious, crunchy and peppery, perfect for stir-fries. Here's where things get interesting, and where, honestly, many gardeners raise their eyebrows at me. Lettuce in July? Absolutely. The trick is understanding microclimates and succession planting like a pro. While you can't just scatter lettuce seeds in full sun during a July heat wave and expect miracles, you can absolutely create the conditions for success. I plant my July lettuce in the partial shade of my tomato plants or under the canopy of my bean teepees. These established plants create natural cooling zones where lettuce can germinate and develop without the stress of direct afternoon sun. I focus on heat-tolerant varieties like Jericho Red Sails and black-seeded Simpson varieties that have been bred to handle warmer conditions while still providing that tender, sweet flavor we crave. Spinach holds a special place in my July planting routine because it perfectly demonstrates the concept of garden timing. While spinach is notorious for bolting in spring heat, July-planted spinach has the luxury of developing through the cooling days of late summer and fall, resulting in leaves that are tender, sweet, and remarkably productive. I treat spinach planting like a science experiment each year, testing different varieties and planting dates to find the perfect combination for my specific microclimate. Space and Bloomsdale Longstanding have become my go-to varieties because they're reliable performers that handle temperature fluctuations gracefully. What fascinates me about fall spinach is how the gradual cooling actually improves the flavor. Those first light frosts convert starches to sugars, creating spinach so sweet you'll want to eat it straight from the garden. While everyone planted their beans in May and June, I'm out there in July planting what I call my insurance crop of bush beans. This isn't just about extending the harvest, though that's certainly a benefit. It's about understanding plant biology and timing your garden for maximum productivity. Carrots might seem like an odd choice for July planting, but hear me out. July-planted carrots have the entire fall season to develop their characteristic sweetness and achieve the perfect texture that makes them superior to anything you'll find in stores. These aren't quick gratification plants, but they're the backbone of a four-season garden philosophy. The magic of July carrot planting lies in understanding how carrots respond to temperature changes. As fall progresses and temperatures drop, carrots convert starches to sugars as a natural antifreeze mechanism. This means your January carrots will be incredibly sweet, sweeter than any carrot you've ever tasted. I plant both Nantes-type carrots for fresh eating and storage varieties like Bolero for long-term keeping. Success with July planting requires a different mindset than spring gardening. You're working with established garden systems, managing water more carefully, and thinking strategically about plant placement. I've learned to use my existing plants as allies: the shade from tomatoes, the windbreak from corn, the living mulch effect of sprawling squash. Water management becomes critical during July planting. I water deeply in the early morning to give seeds and seedlings the moisture they need to establish before the heat of the day. Mulching is non-negotiable. It conserves moisture, moderates soil temperature, and suppresses weeds that compete with your new plantings. The most important lesson I've learned about July planting is patience. Seeds may take longer to germinate in hot conditions, and seedlings might look stressed for the first few weeks, but once they establish, they often outperform their spring-planted counterparts because they're growing in optimal conditions with experienced gardener support. These 5 seeds have transformed my understanding of what's possible in the garden. July isn't the end of planting season, it's the beginning of your fall garden success story. Every year, I'm amazed by the productivity and flavor of these late-season plantings, and I know you will be too. Ready to revolutionize your July garden game? Try planting just one of these seeds this month and see the difference for yourself. And don't forget to subscribe to Soilsage Chronicles for more insider gardening strategies that will keep your garden productive all season long. Share this article with fellow gardeners who are ready to think beyond traditional planting schedules. Together, we can create gardens that thrive in every season.